Hey, welcome to the channel. So I thought today we go through the not must-have tools that we did the other day, that your compression testers, spark testers, all that, but the stuff that's nice to have after as you're adding to your stuff, to your arsenal of tools and supplies. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back. My name is Eric, and I thought today I was going through some of my specialty tools and stuff, that getting them cleaned up and everything, and I thought, well, maybe this would be a good time to do a video on it so you guys see what I have. So when you're doing oil changes, a lot of times this will do everything that you need, but this kit excuse me, on Temu was cheaper to buy everything than it was just to buy that one wrench at the local hardware store. So don't discount Temu. Temu's a pretty good spot to find them. Probably Harbor Freight's got them, but I don't think they'd be as cheap as Temu. The other things that I recommend that you pick up is magnets. We're always dropping nuts, bolts, and what have you, so that you can just, these are all tough. This one's telescopic, so you can reach down, so you're not bending like old people. You can't do that too often. Or just handy short ones. And then while we're talking magnetic trays are great, or you can toss nuts and bolts in there and they'll stay in the tray, so you won't lose them. I don't know if I touched on having feeler gauges, but these are almost a must. They are a must when it comes to adjusting your valves and also your spark plug clearance. There is a tool that I have that you can use to adjust the spark plugs, but this is going to give you your gap. This here basically is torch cleaners for oxygen, acetylene, and if you're doing any kind of repairs and stuff, you need to get yourself a set of the torches. But these here, I use these on a lot of things, including carburetors, where I can, because they're riveted, where you can go in and clean out the orifices with it, but they're handy to have. We have a tagging system here. I get these tags from Rotary. You can get them online just about anywhere. But the thing is when a machine comes in, I'm putting the date that it came in, the name, address, phone number, and work to be done. And then if you do a lot of business, you can give your customer the tag, so they've got the tag number so that it matches that. And then on the back it says work performed and service by who. So when a machine comes in, we just simply take through there. And that way we don't get people's equipment mixed up, because a lot of times we'll have the same zero turn out here, 3 or 4 cubbies, and then not know whose is whose. But if you're tagging it, you do know. And then I got this engine sitting here, 2 reasons. It's a parts machine. If it's a good running motor, tag it and put on it it's a good running motor. Or if there's an issue with it, what the issue is. Because you're going to find in this business, I'm not saying to put used parts on customers' machines, but when it comes to trying different things to see if what will work, get you pointed in the right direction. And I think we've talked about this the other day, and that is, most of these are metric, right? So when you go to Tractor Supply to get metric bolts, how do you get them? Each individual, and $2 to $3 and up, right? Where if I'm on a slow day, I'll take something like this and just grab my impact gun and just start tearing it down, saving every screw, every nut, every bolt. And I've got a container that looks similar to this, but all it has is just metric nuts and bolts in it. And you would be surprised at how often we've had to go to that box to find something to save us money. And that's the big thing when it comes to running a shop. You have to not be frugal where you're penny pinching everything, but if there's ways that you can save money, do it. Honest to God, do it. Because any place that you can take and save a few bucks for the shop is going to put money in your pocket and your employees. Let me take this engine down. Snap pliers, snap ring pliers. You want to get yourself a good assortment. We use these quite a bit. I've got the really long ones that we use on tractors that I bought specifically for that. But you want a set sitting around the shop. Carburetor tools. You can see I've got quite the mixed array. You can go on to Amazon or eBay and just type in carburetor tools and these will come up. And I would order the set. There's like 8 or 9 different ones. Go ahead and order a set. Matter of fact, I tell you to order 2 because they strip out easy. These are different assortment of torque and regular screwdriver and other bits for our zip gun, I call it. It's not the impact, the one that pops into place. You can get these on Temu, and I think Harbor Freight and even eBay's got them. And one of the things, and it goes across the line of trying to save money, and that is when you're doing an oil change, you know the port that comes out, you know the port that you take and undo, and it runs all over the frame of your customer's machine and makes a mess and everything. Take some 1/2-inch hose. It can be actually garden hose is the same size, and cut yourself a number of different lengths so that you can get away from the machine and into a drip bucket so that you can drain the oil and not have any mess. And when you take the oil filter out, a handy thing that we do is we have our red rags, and when you're going to take the oil filter out, put this underneath the filter so that any oil that comes off from the oil filter is going to go onto the rag and not all over the machine. And then clean up your mess when you're done. Torque bits are a must. I think it's T27 and 24 might be it. But this one here, almost all your handhelds, your blowers, your weed eaters, to tear them down, it's a torque bit. So leave in the comments stuff that maybe you use in your shop that I haven't mentioned here so that you can share it with other people that are in this, that are trying to figure out what they need, how to do it cost-wise, and still be able to make money at the end of the day, because that's what business is all about, right? It's having great customers, giving great customer service, and able to pay your bills. So on that note, you guys have a great day.